It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Bills and the Colts, and it comes your way next.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis, we are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
So now on fourth down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run forward with Smith. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A 1st down carry for Smith. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Richardson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you profess. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. So after the INT, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Smith up the middle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Richardson over the middle into the hands of Woods. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 33. Now it's Richardson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Josh Downs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Man in motion is Sherfield. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run again with Hines. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Hines will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one makes it 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Well, that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Taron Johnson made the stop. 2nd and 5. Again, it's Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Richardson looking to throw this toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Offense back out. We take a closer peek at the dual-threat back, Nyheim Hines.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Allen will try again on 2nd down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen, fighting to stay upright. Forced out to his left, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That's returnable now for Smith. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
But first, let's remind everyone what we've got coming up in tomorrow's action in the AFC. We've got a good one on tap. as it'll be the New York Jets matching up against the Miami Dolphins. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Allen's throw is complete, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, Allen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Trent Sherfield, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the shotgun, Richardson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this returnable for Hines. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts' 37-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got room at the 30, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 26. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. This is Hines. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And it's a fumble. And they'll get this down to the 10. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bills have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Smith. A tackle made by Dorian Williams.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath. Set.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Richardson looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Inside handoff, Smith. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down, here's Richardson.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's a give to Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Smith once more.
And he takes it in for a quick score. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And he loses the football a second time.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Off play action. Richardson. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Now Richardson is going to keep it running right.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson
Keeping it himself from 10 yards away.
And the Colts have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Here's Allen. Gets this one to Morris. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Nifty move. And some room to work. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 14.
Allen now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To the air. Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 40.
24-yard gain.
Now Allen.
Throw out wide is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaking up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On second down, here's Smith again. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Now Richardson.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
2nd and 11 now.
A handoff to Smith. And a short gain here down to the 22. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.